why guys fall into the RP range. Because he figure out that he talk about my girl, no, and then you figure out it's your girl. Not all of them, but you figure out it's your woman that's doing it. And you're like, dang, yeah.
Yes, sir.
It's just what
yes,
it
sir.
Is. It's just like when a woman is in a relationship with a guy,
yes, sir.
You're the side guy. You know what I'm
Turn
saying?
down
There's
a little
some
bit.
side guys out here who get in your feelings because you never judge them and treat them as such.
Yeah, never judge them. You ain't gonna win. You ain't gonna win that way. You ain't gonna win that way, guys. You ain't gonna win that way. You gotta learn to accept the game for what it is. Most importantly, you must learn the game. I mean, I'm not gonna hold you. You're gonna have to study the game. That's the only way you get cold, man. That's the only way you become cold at anything. I'm not even just talking about women. I'm talking about life. That's how you become cold with life. You feel what I'm saying? We gotta really dive into it. We gotta, I'm about to dive in. Oh. Where my earphones at, okay? Skirt. Here we at. We on. Turn it up. Let me see. Sound check. We looking good. Sound check. We looking good. Man, so. Grand Rising. It's a good day. It's a good day to be alive. It's a good time to be alive. What a time to be alive. And one thing I'll tell you what, we're all in a different place in our journeys, but it's important. It's important to reset, guys. It's important to reset. Just like the whole world is going through a reset, you must reset yourself. You gotta reset your mental. Take the time to be still. Right. I'm diving back into my meditations, my meditative practices. These practices are so important, so crucial to our health, so crucial to our well-being, that we gotta practice these every single day. As redundant as it may seem, trust me, I get it. It may seem redundant, but we gotta practice this stuff every single day. So, I've been on my semen retention journey. Yes, sir. I talked about it a little bit last night on the IG Live. I've been on my semen retention journey. And I was saying, it hasn't been an extremely long time. I swear it's only been like maybe a little over a week, maybe 2 weeks at this point, since my last episode. Oh, bullshit. No, but for real. I don't know what it is, but this time it feels different. It feels different. I feel more committed to the journey, you know. There'll be moments of weakness, right? There'll be moments of weakness, but the way I look at it is, everything is usually all mental first, right? So if I can't control or fight an urge, right? Because that's ultimately what it really is. It's just an urge. And, you know, anytime you want to get busy, you want to whip out the phone, you know what I'm saying? Type in your favorite few letters, .com. I'll let you insert there. Press send. I mean, man, in a few minutes you get to go to town, having a great time, a grand old time. You know what I'm saying? Come on, fellas, you know what I'm talking about. Oh man, I'm telling you, most people may not even look at that as a serious discipline. But check it. There's a reason this wave is caught so much steam lately. There's a in the self-development community, I should say. There's a reason this wave is caught so much steam, because the benefits, yo, are tremendous. Y'all gotta think about it, man. For real. You know, there's all these studies or statistics that say, you know, the testosterone of men is down substantially from, you know, their grandfathers and their grandfathers' grandfathers. And, you know, I'm not here to say that's true or false. You know, I really don't have any stats to back that up. And how would we really know? Were they testing testosterone levels back then or whatever? But I guess you can ultimately say is, as far as the development it takes us to get where we are, I'm sure there definitely was a lot of creative energy that went into it. But everybody and their mom that walks this earth doesn't have, I would say, a substantial contribution to the development of the worlds, the societies of the worlds. You get what I'm saying? There are people here every single day that are here and gone. You know what I'm saying? Not to sound cynical or anything, but, you know, they live their lives and don't make too much noise, don't really fuss, don't fight, whatever. Not saying it's a bad thing, but hey, you can't really say their contribution to the world was significant. You know, that'd be false. But so whether the testosterone levels are higher, lower, I'm not too sure. I can't call it. However, what I do know is they didn't have access to certain websites. They definitely didn't have access to all the content we have access to today. And it's a lot of content, fellas. You shit. It's a lot of content. It's a lot of content, man. What? That's why I suggest, man, if you are thinking of getting into the content space, or hopping on a mic and talking, or hopping on, you know, creating your own podcast, whatever it might be, hey, go for it, man. I'm telling you, you're gonna catch steam, and you're gonna find your name, you're gonna find your lane, you're gonna find your niche. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna attract the audience that you attract, but don't get into it for the sake of comparisons. I would tell you that much. Don't get into it for the sake of comparisons. You gotta be who you are, man. You gotta be who you are, and when I say it takes time, I mean, I think you just gotta hop into it, and then embrace the journey every step of the way. Not be so rigid, because one of the only constants in life is change. So you're gonna be bound to change. And here's the biggest advice I'm giving to myself, not to anyone else. You'll always be your biggest critic, but you'll always be your biggest fan. Go hard. I had to wrap that up. I'm like, damn, how do I finish this off? You always be your biggest critic, but yo, be your biggest fan at the same time. Trust and believe what you're doing. Be excited about it. You know what I'm saying? That really goes hard. I didn't even plan that, but it worked out. Good shit. But man, we over here having some French press coffee, enjoying this this rising. Something I'm planning on doing a lot more often. But the title of this video is called, I don't even know what I'm gonna call the title of the video, but guys, she always wants your social media. This is an important topic. We gotta get into this. She always wants your social media. It never fails. You know, I've been single for, man, it's been about a year, close to a year now. You feel me? I've been single for about close to a year now. And I'm telling you, you gonna go through it. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you working with. All right, man, check this out. You gonna go through your fair share of the bullshit. There's no way around it. Ain't no way around it. Ain't no way around it. You gon' And if you know the song, man, check it out. Look, ain't no way around it, dog. I'm trying to tell you, you're gonna go through your fair share. And I mean, this actually ties into why most guys end up really becoming quote unquote red pill or discovering spaces like the manosphere, and really ultimately they find themselves coming across certain content when it comes to female nature, right? It's because at the end of the day, no matter where you are, you kind of really want to understand the creature we call a woman. You really want to understand it. That's something you definitely don't want to take for granted, because if you're not mastering that aspect of your life when it comes to relationships and your success in that arena, you know, your dating, your sex life, if you're not having success in that arena, you're not going to be a happy, fulfilled person. All right, maybe happy is not the word, but man, here go that dog again. He gonna pick it up, but whatever. You're not gonna be a happy success. You're not gonna be a happy, fulfilled person, and that's just what it is. So, a lot of times, it be certain situations that we go through that make us come across certain content that's, you know, there's a bunch of dudes, bunch of fellas out there making content, man, for real. I mean, some that are just kind of cerebral with it. You know, there's different, you know, styles, like my boy CZ, Casey Xander. That boy, that's a cold white boy right there, man. I tell you what, he be talking his shit. He be getting down that whiteboard too. I ain't gonna hold you. My boy, he getting down the whiteboard. What I'm saying is, man, she always is gonna want the social media. She's always gonna be checking the vibes. Before she really even kind of knows what your pockets are like or anything like that, she's gonna really want to know how you're moving in life, how you're coming, like things you're doing, you know, how you're presenting yourself to the world. All of those things are important, fellas. And if you didn't really understand the importance of that, not many of us truly understand the importance of that. You know, a lot of guys think they don't want to, you know, they're not into, you know, being extra, or they don't care about the fancy shit, you know, whatever you want to call it. You know, be it their image, their style. They don't really care how they really present themselves. You know, most guys don't take the time to enhance their style, enhance their look. They don't think it's important. Well, go ahead and look at the top percent men. The ones that are really wealthy, that are moving, got families, have careers. They'll tell you the importance of it. They know. Some guys are blue collar through and through, which much love and respect to you. We need you, appreciate what you do. But even still, those men aren't afraid to put on a suit. They know how to dress up and get active if they need to, right? But hey, a lot of those guys may be married and have families already. It's okay. Either way, you're gonna have to understand the importance of increasing your social presence, which is intrinsically tied to your social value as a man. Guys, we're in the day and age of social media. This is exactly what I'm talking about. You gotta be having some motion. You gotta be doing something. Real talk with my guy, Austin Dunham. He'll talk about looks maxing. My boy FitX. He'll talk about getting with a photographer, setting up a photo shoot. That shit is no joke. Get with a photographer, set up a photo shoot. Most importantly, get your ass in the gym. That's not a game either. Man. I'm telling you, I've been enjoying testing my fucking superpowers out, testing this meat suit, testing the limits of my avatar. I've been enjoying it. And the creator is letting me reap the benefits of it, because my curiosity is leading me down different avenues, bringing me new insights, right? It's up to me to unlock them and bring them out. I got a lot of shit that's just been sitting inside. But the time is now. There's no better time than the present. So this is something I've been encountering, man. Straight up, I've been encountering this a lot. You know, you get to a certain point in the conversation, boom, no matter how it's really, how you really met them, right? You could meet them in person, meet them online, but at some point, they're going to be curious and asking you, wanting to know, do you have a social media? What's your social media? Of course you have a social media. You may not be popping on social media. You may not have a lot of followers on social media. Your social media actually may be trash. You work it with a lot. We work it with a lot. All right, straight up. But if you're not gonna put in the work, ain't shit gonna change. Ain't shit gonna change, right? And this, you really not doing it. A lot of guys get it confused a bit. You're not doing the whole self-development thing for women, for the attainment of women, for the approval of women, right? For the acceptance of them. You're doing it for yourself. That is the fucking cherry on top. They are the cherry. Isn't that supposed to be the best part? Maybe not really. But it is supposed to be the best part, essentially. Everybody makes a big fuss about the cherry on top. It's the extra added benefit, right? So you got all the substance and base, right, already brought to you. The boom, that cherry on top, that's what comes with it, right? You already got the whole banana split. You get the cherry on top with it. So put in the work for yourself, fucking for your family. Goddamn, because YOLO, bitch, you only do this shit once, at least from my understanding, from what I know. Someone might know something different, I don't know. You only do this shit once, man. I'm telling you, you wanna do it the best. You know what I'm saying? Break out of the mold. You can't be normal these days, fellas. You can't be normal these days. Like, man, being normal is lame. Being normal is not it, right? And if you're actually engaging with life, you'll realize, damn, I gotta be doing more. Bruh, that's why I'm starting the YouTube and trying to be consistent with it. For real, G. I'm like, I spend all this time watching it. I need to go ahead and put some of my energy into creating, producing, right? Stop talking about it. Stop writing about it in your journal. Fuck that. You can still do it, but follow that up with the action, all right? Last thing is, man, fuck the opinions, right? Silence the voice in your head. I'm gonna check out this book called Outwitting the Devil. Shout out to my boy Steph Cole. He said he was just reading that shit the other day. Maybe some old ass video, I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that one on because it basically talks about, I don't want to say battling a demon in your mind, but essentially conquering or overcoming or outwitting the devil, which is essentially you are essentially the devil, right? It's your alter self. It could be your lower self. You know, it's basically that adversary within. You know, that's essentially the representation of fear or the ego. It's the enemy within that's stopping you from achieving and pursuing your goals. Outwit the motherfucker. Hell, kill the motherfucker. Good luck with that. Well, let's go with that. Let's outwit it. Put in the work. Grind for it. Just start. All right? You're not gonna know how it always looks at the beginning, but the vision becomes clear as you move further on the journey, on the path. All right, bet that. All right, we'll wrap this up. I'm out of here. 360. Peace.